Welcome to today's fast track episode of The Growth Zone. My name is Christian Bartsch, and these episodes provide you with a focused, mind-feeding topic. You can use it to have some new ideas to guide you through the day. Let's get started on today's topic. In today's episode, we are going to look at how businesses can streamline themselves by cutting their headcount in the right places. So, what's the overall key motto of this episode? When it's time to sack, it's time to pack. But what does it mean actually? So, we are in a current difficult economic situation. Businesses and consumers are unwilling to part with the money they have. Nevertheless, certain things they do need. They need to eat. They need to drink. They need to commute to somewhere because they need to do something. Maybe they need to buy parts. They need to buy petrol. They need to buy medical services or any kind of services and products they actually need in order to continue the business. And that's the key thing. What are the overall costs of a business? One is usually financing, because they need money to operate. They either have the money, or they need to lend the money, borrow the money from somewhere, or they're even lending the money that they have as well further on to subsidiaries and other businesses they have bought into. So buying into a business is always a sort of a gamble, because you don't know if that's going to work out well or you're going to lose out money. There are many things that happen, whether it's an economic situation, a pandemic, financial crisis, or anything. Certain things you cannot influence yourself in a direct way to avoid it. It's like as if you know it's raining outside and you don't want to get out and wet, then you don't go out and wait till the rain has finished. But the thing is, if you are outside and it starts raining, you get wet. You can't avoid it. Of course, you could find a place to shelter, but if you're in an open field, there's nowhere to shelter. And that's in business the situation that we usually have. It's raining and we have to find a way to build ourselves a new shelter to be safe and protected. The thing is, we have to see where our economic issues inside the organization. Are there people who are actually costing us money but not delivering any kind of productivity, any kind of value that helps us sell more or helps us deliver a good and qualitative service safe and securely in the right way, the way maybe people find it attractive to buy? Then we have to make a decision. And that's something that often, if you're over-unionized in your business, you will have a massive issue. Because eventually at a certain time, when you reach a certain size of business and headcount, you, if you are the owner of the business, the investor, or the CEO or the manager at the top of the business, you are losing a certain degree of control over the business. Because somebody who hasn't got money in the business, somebody who hasn't been actually hired to manage the business, is suddenly trying to have a word and have a say into what's happening. They're trying to really influence directly your management decisions, your investment decisions. And you're saying, wait a minute, you haven't got any money in the business, you've been hired, and you're trying to decide on something that you obviously are not competent about because you have no clue about it. But you're still trying to influence and you're forcing me to do something that I don't think is good, just because you believe it's good in your interest. And that's the thing. A business is not about having and protecting the interests of the employees. It's actually protecting the business and the interests of those who provide the financial assets for the business. Those who provide the resources that cost the most. And that's the thing. businesses are suffering then from an over-internal regulation that keeps them away from restructuring and re-innovating themselves. They can have a few people that invent products, invent new services, create great marketing copy, great product branding, and that kind of stuff. But if at the top someone doesn't like that, and even if the CEO and the investor find an awesome idea and they want to do it, if the unionists come and say we don't like it because it means we're going to lose jobs, or certain people are going to lose jobs who we want to protect, then that's a problem. Because in the long term, something will happen in the economy and that business of yours will go bust. It'll go insolvent, it'll be totally superfluous because maybe somebody else is offering a better product or better service, or nobody needs that product and service anymore. Maybe that product might even be forbidden, prohibited by law. And then you can't sell it anyway, and you go out of business. You could, of course, say later on, well, we could have foreseen it. Of course you could have foreseen it. But you were unwilling to innovate and change. And sometimes innovation means that you have to shift jobs around. Sometimes you have people who would like to do a different kind of job in an organization, but they are being hindered by certain managers who do not like them, who do not want to lose their power in the organization, because they believe by having that certain amount of people that they have power. They don't necessarily have power in the mind of the eye of those who are actually providing the financial assets. It's just they believe they have a certain power. In fact, those are the people you should maybe sack from the very beginning if you are trying to streamline a business. Because they might be trying to sabotage your improvement activities in the business. And doesn't automatically mean that it's the unionists who are trying to destroy your business. Not necessarily. Sometimes maybe unions are actively trying to support your innovation because maybe they have the hindsight, maybe they are innovative themselves and thinking this should be the right way how to do it, and we support it, but somebody else is trying to sabotage. And sometimes it's difficult to see through the clouds and find out who is actually trying to do that kind of thing to the business just to get it out of business. Sometimes people are accepting money as well just to try to take a business out of the business so that they can enrich themselves. And that doesn't make any sense in the financial and economic situation that we've got today. It's important to look at where you can cut costs, where you can reduce your headcount, and where you have to improve your headcount. Because it might even be that you can retrain the people who are very motivated and willing to learn and adapt and reorganize themselves, and eventually give them a new kind of job. And they might even enjoy it much more and work at a much higher productivity level and quality level. And your customers will enjoy it, will be very happy that this massive improvement you've done has been to the good. And yes, it is not a nice thing to do, but sometimes you have to let people go where they are unwilling to reorganize themselves, unwilling to learn, to adapt, or even gain new skills. You can offer them so many things. You can offer them opportunities to be retrained, go and study new things, and come back after they've worked and studied the new knowledge and apply them. But sometimes people are just not willing. They don't want to learn. They think they know everything. They've been to school or they've been to university and they believe they know everything. They don't need to train. They don't need to learn. If that's the case, then maybe you need to train somebody else and promote somebody else. Because it's time to move, re-innovate, re-educate, gain new skills, and change the way you're doing business. And as I said before, when it's time to sack, it's time to pack. I hope you enjoyed the fast track edition of today. I would like to invite you to follow our show so that you don't miss the upcoming interviews with leaders in the market. Simply visit the website follow.prmediareach.com. I will be adding the link also to the description of this episode so that you just need to click on that link. The link is follow.prmediareach.com. follow.prmediareach.com. You can follow me also on Twitter by using the Twitter handle CAPBarch. So it's spelled CAPBARTSCH. Or for those who are into sailing and flying, Charlie Alpha Papa Bravo Alpha Romeo Tango Sierra Charlie Hotel. Yes, that's CAP Barge. See you soon or hear you soon in the next episode. And please share as well this episode if you've enjoyed it and would like to let others have the opportunity to use it as well to get new ideas and insights.